While most people are making their way out of Johannesburg for the festive season, 40 of the world's most beautiful women descended to the City of Gold as they participated for the title of being crowned Mrs. World. And something that's quite incredible is it's the first time it's hosted on the African continent.
Each year, the Mrs. World pageant brings together deserving women from all over the world to compete for the title. This year, the event is even more historic because it's taking place right here in the City of Gold.
The Mrs. World pageant was founded in 1984 and celebrates the uniqueness of the married woman, her family and her community. With directors in 80 countries, it's one of the largest pageants in the world.
Being part of a historic moment, the Mrs. World pageant coming to Africa and South Africa for the first time, and being the first host alongside Diane Hardgrove, former Mrs. World herself. It's an absolute honor, and I hope that I can make my country proud like our sportsmen do out there when they step out onto the world stage. I'm just looking to do my best, enjoy myself mostly, and hopefully showcase exactly what Mrs. World is all about.
This year's host city is also the hometown of former Mrs. World Candice Abrams, who proudly served on the judging panel along with other prominent figures.
What do you think makes a Mrs. World?
It's a combination of things. Obviously, the girls have to be confident, their mothers, whether they're comfortable in their own skin. It's really just like a normal pageant because they do swimwear, they do gowns, they do their national outfits. But it's really about confidence, it's about balance, about juggling your calendar because Mrs. World is going to be expected to travel the world. So if you've got children, are you going to be able to do that as well? But we encourage them to be able to do their careers and also balance with being family women.
Somebody who has to be poised and also beautiful on the inside and on the outside. This is probably going to be a person that has a family life. Maybe she has children, she's got a career, and she's lived a life that she knows how to relate to other people throughout the world.
Firstly, it's an honor to be here as the first South African crowned Mrs. World. Man, oh man, it is just phenomenal to see such amazing women. I'm definitely looking for someone that is unique. She's all about embracing her own femininity and encouraging and inspiring other women. It's all about supporting each other.
Mrs. Belarus, Mrs. Costa Rica and Mrs. Hong Kong were this year's top 3 finalists. And it was Mrs. Hong Kong, Alice Lee Gianetta, who took the crown and hopes to further her female empowerment projects.
When I heard my name, I think I wanted to cry. That was my first emotion, just tears of happiness, years of hard work. I'm so grateful and very humbled because this was a difficult decision for the judges. I competed with 34 so many outstanding married women all over the world. So I am very lucky and I'm very humbled by the judges' decision. I think it is really important to celebrate married women, to encourage married women to put themselves out there in the spotlight, to be an advocate and a champion for their community. And I think the Mrs. World organization is a wonderful platform for married women. So as Mrs. World 2018, I will promote our organization to encourage more women to join us.
With the new Mrs. World crowned and the first ever Mrs. World to take place on the African continent, it's certainly safe to say that we have a lot to celebrate going into the new year.